Continuing here, I just want to finish up with this Stormy Daniels porn star business. Look, Trump, nobody cares that you had this affair, this fling with this woman, okay? Um, yeah, 130 grand, it seems like that should have been sufficient for hush money because you didn't do anything illegal. And as far as I know, maybe you weren't even married at the time, so was it even adultery? But, you like women, and, that's pretty normal. Heterosexual men like women, and, enough said, basically. So, right or wrong, that's up to every man's conscience. I mean, the sin stuff, the adultery is ubiquitous. We're all adulterers. Any man that's ever looked lustfully at a woman who commits adultery. But there's excuses too. I mean, look at the excuse for adultery that's written in Scripture that Jesus gave. He said that, if anybody leaves their spouse for this reason or that reason, you cause them to commit adultery. So, we've all got to answer for our own individual sin, transgressions and stuff. So, that's it doesn't make you evil. But you might have to come clean. If you do get deposed, then, you got a problem there. And it's going to be more embarrassing. So this whole tangled web thing, it's a befuddling situation. And, I don't have all the answers for everything. All I know is that if it happened to me, I'd probably just admit it and get it over with, pulling a Band-Aid off and don't let this thing go on and turn into a deposition. Because that's what this attorney for Stormy Daniels wants. And then it could get real embarrassing. And so, it's the lying thing. Remember, that's what got Bill Clinton. I did not have sex with this woman. I'm a bald-faced idiot liar, and I'm sticking to it. I mean, it's like, dude, if there was, any forensic evidence, I mean, the guy is an idiot for lying like that when he knew, hey, look, this woman's saying that she had the affair. She's proud of it. I mean, Bill Clinton, good God, I'm so glad that Hillary lost and we don't have Slick Willie slinking around the White House, seeking, his next victim, okay? That's all I can say is I'm glad that guy's out of the picture. But, what's going on with Trump and this Stormy Daniels attorney and all this crap? It's a distraction, a diversion. It's straining out a gnat and swallowing a camel. That's how these, people in the mainstream media operate. We're interested in this. We don't want to know about that. We don't know about the FBI statistics that hammers and knives kill a lot more people than guns every year in America. No, because, that's too impractical. What are we going to ban hammers? Put regulations on who can buy a hammer and, so it gets pretty stupid after a while. It's an inanimate object. It's not the hammer that's doing the killing or the knife or the gun or the car. It's the person that's controlling that implement, okay, that device, that inanimate object. So Russia is being systematically alienated by the New World Order cabal. You notice that? And this is serious. These people want, to go to blows with Russia. They're making a big, big mistake. Okay, that's all I can say about that. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. Russia is not the country to be picking on. Okay, these people aren't going to look mutually assured destruction. Okay, that's their whole premise. So if you want to kick our butt, Russia's attitude is we're going to kick your butt too. You can bet damn sure certain that they'll be able to. Damn certain. That ain't going to turn out well. And our guys, our military men and women, do not want a fight with these people. So all these politicians talking tough, you get your butt over there. Go fight Putin yourself. Okay, and this thing and what happened with these former spies in England. Do you hear in the mainstream media? It's just like they're using this Florida high school shooting to take guns away. They're going to use this to alienate Russia even more. We're sending back how many countless ambassadors and people working from the goodwill ambassadors working in the nations and alienating Russia over these spies that may or may not have even been poisoned, may and may not have anything to do with the Russian government, anything at all like that. There's no evidence at all, not a stitch of evidence. You talk about forensic evidence, there's nothing to back up this claim. They're just saying, well, we think so. And it just, these people have a motive. Why? It's a has-been spy. He was retired, done, him and his daughter, whatever. It's like, good God Almighty, what the evil in the land is palpable all around the world. Satan's got his S hooks into civilization, into humanity, okay, causing this division, wanting war and strife and civil war and division of every kind in the land. Okay, they don't want any uprisings. Okay, they don't want to revolt. They don't want any chance that this deck could get shuffled in a way they're not controlling, so they don't come out on top. That's how these people are, these elitists all over the world, this New World Order cabal, these globalists. They're sick puppies. A lot of them are openly Satanists. That's it. A lot of them are openly Satanists, openly unabashed Luciferians. They believe they're trusting in the right guy. That's it. So, I mean, I can't explain why somebody would choose that, how stupid they must be, how foolish they must be, how deranged and deluded and deceived they must be, how demon-possessed they must be, but they sure as hell are, okay? And that's the people that are creating the policies and the rules, or lack thereof, that we all have to live under, that they are exempted from. This is sick and twisted. This is an unreality. Okay, this is a pseudo-reality. It's an invented artificial reality that's been shoved down our throats from birth. Alex Jones had Ben Garrison on the show. He's this satirical cartoonist. Really like this guy. He got straight into the outrage of the bailout of '08 and how incensed he is and how he finds his release, his relief, his out, he gets things off his chest with drawing his cartoons. Beautiful character, this guy. I love these kind of people. I just thank God there's other people that get it, that have taken the red pill. They put the glasses on, citation, They Live, the movie They Live, where you get the glasses and you can see, and so I'm so glad there's intellectually honest, logical, reasonable people in America still. Thank God for good people. And remember, if Trump's going to succeed, if we the people are to succeed to turn this ship of fools around, we're under full sail to destruction. Okay, this country is on its way. California is the evidence. Okay, you want to see your car registration, if you're poor, you want to see it. If you live in some other part of the country, go up 30-40%, follow California's lead. If you want to see your rent jump from $500 to $1,000, follow California's lead. Keep on doing that. Okay, keep on doing that. Have the same federal minimum wage too. The same federal minimum. So that's it. You want to go the way of California? We're the guinea pig state. We got Governor Moonbeam. I mean, he's the worst of the socialists. I mean, at least if you're going to take from the haves. If you're going to prescribe to the socialist Robin Hood thing, taken from the haves to give to the have-nots. But no, he puts this huge tax on the poor. The gas tax, what do you think that? Do you think the poor aren't buying gas? You think the poor aren't driving old junk cars, trying to survive? Okay? They're trying to squeeze them out. That's all part of this thing. Well, we got to save the planet. We can't have people driving. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what our plan is. That's the scheme. Yeah, we need less people driving to save the planet. That's all they got up their sleeve. That's it. That's the only logical reason they can give you, is that yes, we're going to have more people die out in the cold. We got to cull the population. And out of this other side of their mouth, they're saying, you're mean, you're an a-hole, you're incompassionate if you don't want all the immigrants and all the refugees from all over the world to come here and stay, legally or not. It doesn't matter. Okay, you're just un-American. You're just you're a bad human being. Right? They're sanctimonious, high horse they sit on, and spew this crap out of both sides of their mouths. You understand how evil these people are and how they need to be parented? Okay? We have to step up as the government. The only true, legitimate, valid government is you. It's me. It's we the people. So in unison, we need a revolt. It doesn't have to be violent. I don't prescribe. I don't condone violence, okay? But it has to be demanding. It has to be unequivocal. We have to make sure they understand that, I'm sorry, it's our way or the highway. If you don't like it, get out of America. Okay, if you're the government, you're a bureaucrat, and you don't like the fact that we the people are going to get our way here, and we're going to demand freedom across the board, universal absolute freedom for all the people. That means, yes, prosperity for everybody through true capitalism, supply and demand capitalism. Then get the hell out of America, okay? But that's what I believe Trump's agenda is. Okay, universal prosperity. But for sure, I want to see you end homelessness, Trump. This is what I'm going to hold your feet to the fire on, man. If you want my vote again in 2020, then you better, I want to see some changes. All these big box stores shutting down, Toys R Us, the latest one. We got Macy's. We've had Mervyn's, one after another. Now they're talking about Kmart and on and on and on, these big giant stores. You turn those into apartments for the homeless, okay? And it'll be a lot cheaper than paying this $50 billion a year to the Section 8. Put all that money in escrow. Yank it. Tell Ben Carson, say, sorry, you tell everybody under you, no more free lunch. Do you understand? There are all these people that work in that agency. They're the ones getting the free lunch. Okay, they're mooching off the poorest of the poor, people that can't afford a roof over their head, this social welfare program. $50 billion every year gets poured into this and gets wasted down this black hole, to this boondoggle, this bonanza for the landlords and the property managers and the flippers and the speculators, the rich dads, and the Robert Kiyosakas out there, and the lenders, and on and on and on, the real estate agents, and on and on and on. All these collusive special interest groups. Stop it. Yank it. Yank it, man. Yank it. Take that $50 billion away today, tomorrow, yesterday. Take it away. Put it in escrow. Buy people houses, for God's sake. Save the taxpayers a fortune. Okay, that's what I'm talking about here. Save us a fortune. Yank them. Yank it all. Yank all the, take away all the welfare. Take it all away. Okay? Whatever you have to do. But I actually prescribe to the opposite. I say no student loan. I say at the point in their life, these people had they had the gumption to go to college and get this great education. Make sure they're well heeled. They come out of college, they can live it up for a little while before they put their nose to the grindstone. And the same with people in their golden years. Let's have a Tobin tax on Wall Street. So every exchange, there's a little bit taken out, and the investors don't even notice. And where does that money go to? It goes to people in their golden years on Social Security. So they're living high on the hog. They're living the high life. Why not? It's good for business. You understand? A basic income would do that. It'd be good for business. I know what I'm talking about. It saved the taxpayers a fortune. Just end extreme, desperate poverty would save the taxpayers a fortune. Remember, no more paying the social welfare industry, no more paying the crime industrial complex, the dubious warfare industrial complex, the national debt financial services industrial complex. All that money, all those jobs, you're no longer having to pay for. Even the advertising agencies, all this stuff, we're already buying the products. Why would they jack up the price on the product for the advert? We don't give a crap. Don't advertise. I'm going to buy that product anyhow. It goes on and on and on. The insurance stuff. So no, I'm just gonna get a what do they call it? A bond, right? You get a bond. So we all get bonded. We get a government bond. Okay, drive safely because it's against the law not to. Basically, it's against the law to get into an accident. If it's your fault, you broke the law. But no, I got to pay for everybody else. I got to subsidize all those frickin' lawbreakers out there. Okay, when I told my insurance agents, when I was coerced into getting auto insurance, I said, I'm going to be pure gravy. And guess what? I have been the whole time. I've been a safe, prudent driver. And what do I get? Nothing. I get a bill in the mail every month to pay my insurance, right? So, you know what? Don't try to tell me, okay, what's right and wrong in the economic society I live in. I know up from down, okay? I know what the hell's going on here. It's a big, ginormous scam, okay, to keep people impoverished, to create more poverty, more wealth disparity, more wealth imbalance. And so many people go along with it. Why do they go along with it? Because they believe their self-interests are involved here. They believe if they don't go with the flow of the establishment and screw everybody else, then you know what? They're going to lose. Somehow they're going to be the next homeless one out there. Okay, and maybe they are. So many people are living a paycheck away from homelessness. They don't have $1,000 saved up. I mean, for God's sake, man, we are in dire straits, and people better wake up to that fact. And if Trump's going to succeed, we the people got to get behind him. We got to understand these issues. We got to know what we're looking for. We're looking for cost of living tax reduction. Your cost of living needs to go down, in other words, so your currency goes up in worth. That's what we're looking for. And the evidence is you see poverty start shrinking and drying up. You see the wealth imbalance drying up because people are starting to be prosperous and free across the board. The least of men are taken care of. That's going to be the evidence. It's going to be with God's help only. Okay, that's where I got all the wisdom and knowledge I have, is God gave it to him, because he doesn't hide. How are we going to emulate him? How are we going to imitate God unless it's written in black and white like it is? So we can all read and say, well, this makes sense. God doesn't want to hide. He's not an occultist. He wants to follow us to follow his lead. Then he's got to show us where he wants us to go. He's got to give us a roadmap, the directions. Love me above all else. Follow me. Prescribe to my teachings. Okay, and then go out there and love your fellow man. Love each other as Jesus